give a perspective from the corporate angle as well. I mean, we've seen well-being and mental wealth as something that is the HR agenda for a long time, but now I'm seeing it move into the boardroom. It's becoming one of the top priorities for many organizations. So I see that change. I also see it in my clients when many senior leaders never talked about anxiety and mental well-being, but now that is a common topic in our conversations.
Being a beneficiary of the local system, the restructured hospital system, right? I think the government's done a great job to make it more affordable and more accessible to people. I'm very grateful for that. I just think that definitely there's probably over demand and under supply right now. So there is a backlog, and that's something that still needs to be worked on. So I would say more access, to mental health support. In terms of not just the government side, but also in terms of the private clinics, right? If there's any way that maybe, they could consider something like a CSR, right? Maybe put X number of hours apart, to extend to people at a subsidized or free even who cannot usually access. That would be great, because really we're having a huge demand, but not enough supply in almost every aspect when it comes to mental health.
I think the good thing about the pandemic is that it really shone a huge floodlight on mental health. So mental health issues are in the newspapers, in all the popular news websites and things like that. So we really threw the focus on this area for ourselves.
To some extent, it's true. I mean, happiness is quite overrated. But it's not even from that perspective, but we seem to think that we postpone our happiness to an event in the future. And we seem to think that I would be happy if I'm successful. Maybe that mindset has to change. Maybe you need to be you would be successful if you are happy, really. So that is really the key to success.
The whole happiness movement is not about being happy as a happy, bright emotion sort of thing. I think, as Kavita said, it's more about contentment and being thankful for the things that we have, and not just chasing the next big thing or the next most fashionable thing. So I think if people actually read into the topic and all that, what we're trying to do is really to promote personal satisfaction, not so much the emotion of haha, I'm happy, that's all.
Organizations like Over the Rainbow play a very valuable role in supporting youth mental health, because even though they are school counselors, a lot of students actually don't feel comfortable speaking to them. School counselors tend to be where you get sent if you're not behaving well in class. It's where you get sent for behavioral issues. So where do students go if they're struggling inside and they need someone to talk to?
So that's an ecosystem approach. And the foundation of that, of course, I think is taking care of yourself, right? Self-care, the person's in the middle, but we're surrounded by our family, our peers, our friends, and professionals, therapists, psychologists, right? And learning, but it's about connecting those dots. I think that's where the next, that's why we have OTR Listens, which is a community-based model of care with volunteers, right? And that's one layer out, from family and friends. So if you need someone, you need to chat anonymously, you can come to OTR. And there are other platforms out there like this. Yeah, but OTR Listens is a very upstream preventive kind of service.
Founder of the Art of Living Foundation, and this mantra is a stress-free mind, a disease-free body, a quiver-free breath, an inhibition-free intellect, and an ego that includes all in their lives. Is really the birthright of all individuals, and that's really the way we should look forward and be mindful and have perspective to life.
To create a really safe space for people to walk in anytime from anywhere. And I think technology can do that.
You want to let's end with a little breathing. Should you do that? Yeah, Kavita, do you want to just leave a very, very quick one? Yeah.
So just relax and close your eyes. Keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath in and let go.